What's good, everybody? It's your boy TJ, and today we're going to be doing a non-spoiler review for Evil Dead Rise. A reunion between two estranged sisters gets cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. So Evil Dead Rise is the fifth film of the Evil Dead franchise. It doesn't really connect to the last film that we got in 2013, nor does it really connect to the original trilogy. So it's kind of like your spiritual sequel slash reboot, requel, whatever you want to call it. And no matter what you want to call it, this movie is awesome. So this is going to be a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to go over any spoilers. I'm not going to give nothing away. I'm just going to go over a few of the things that I liked. So the number one thing I loved about this film was the cinematography. There are a few scenes, two in particular, that I really loved. One revolved around the peephole of the front door, and you see a few shots of that from the trailer, but there is literally a whole sequence where, without giving nothing away, it gets fucking crazy. The other scene that I loved, if you're familiar with my reviews, especially horror, you know I love the subtle, quiet movement behind the main character where like the suspense and the tension is just building. I believe this scene is in the trailer. I know there's like a promotional still. I don't know if it was a screenshot from the trailer, but without giving nothing away, the build up to that specific shot is chef's kiss. Second, I want to shout out Alyssa Sutherland, who plays the mother that's possessed in this film. She was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see too many of the trailers, so when we're introduced to the character, I'm thinking, okay, you know, your typical mom in a horror movie. We've seen it done many times, but when you think about the movements and her facial expressions that she does while she's possessed, it was freaky. There's a scene in this film where she gets possessed, obviously, and she walks into her apartment and the family doesn't know she's possessed yet. And the way it was shot, you just see like a shadow figure and they're like, "Mom, is that you?" And the way she's moving, it just looked so eerie and creepy, and like you wouldn't want to see that figure walking down your hallway at your house. The pacing of this film was so well done. You gotta shout out director Lee Cronin. I love how Lee gave us enough time to breathe after a long sequence of just like complete utter mayhem. And by the time we breathe it and take it all in, we go through it all over again. It was amazing and it was just fun. And fun is the key word in describing Evil Dead Rise. This movie should be watched in a theater full of people because, as you know, with Evil Dead, there's tons of blood. And, you know, there's a lot of gore, there's heads getting chopped off and shit like that. And you want to hear the audience go, holy shit. I feel pretty confident in saying that Evil Dead Rise is my favorite movie of the year. I thought Lily Sullivan also did a great job in playing the main protagonist, Beth. You know, she has a lot of stuff going on in her personal life while trying to handle with like all the gnarly shit that's going on right now with like her sister getting possessed. I think the movie did a great job at introducing us to the characters, to the new family, and getting the point across with their respective backstories, and then just thrusting us into the complete utter mayhem of everything. And yes, there are a few dark humor scenes where I caught myself laughing. I'm not gonna lie, there were a few scenes where I think I was the only one laughing in the theater, which I don't know, what does that say about me? But I had a great time with Evil Dead Rise. The performances, the scares, and all the blood and the violence. I'm giving Evil Dead Rise an 8.5 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for this movie and if you're gonna watch it this weekend.